Oops, I never started streaming on YouTube. Oopsies. All right. So it all depends. Devious. Amazon? No. Again, this is the NASDAQ. It says it right here. This is the NASDAQ 20-minute chart. I trade futures. Yeah, so Danny, I don't predict what's going to happen. I am someone that trades price action and price action alone, along with my levels. I don't use indicators. I don't assume what's going to happen. I just trade what's in front of me, essentially. Is this ES? I'm setting up my ES zone too before the market opens. 3975. 3. So I hope that answers your question. I don't really know. Oh, ES would have already taken 2 off of those zones, but I didn't have it on. So I'm testing my zone algo 2, which is essentially what I do manually, like here, like what I just said, take the trade when I leave the zone, but I'm using my algorithm to do it. So yeah. All right. So bulls couldn't keep price above 86 on ES, ready to short. Neither one. How would I say? All right. Again, and I'm not saying someone's wrong by saying the market's going to go down or the market's going to go up. I'm just not that type of a trader. So if you are, congrats, if that works for you. What works for me is waiting for the market to open, giving it some time, and following the price action. Because there's no reason to just like assume or kind of just like have a bet, essentially. I feel like it's so gambler like. Hey, Enzo. Yeah, so tapping. The risk is based on the stop loss. So whatever the stop loss is on the strategy, that's what you're risking. Some of ours are little, like $100. And again, this is for minis. I'm always speaking in the mini term and not the micro term. So if you have a smaller account, you would be trading micros, which is 1/10 of the size, 1/10 of the profit, 1/10 of the loss. So if my smallest loss is $100 and my largest loss is $1,000, you would be 1/10 of that. So your smallest loss would be $10 and your biggest loss would be $100 if you're trading micros. If you appreciate the content, please tap the screen and give some likes, hit that little heart, and put a thumbs up, because I go live every day for free, just giving this information to people that might want to learn about futures, might want some more information on the chart before we go live each day. Yes, I have a YouTube channel. It's BoldBot, BOLD space BOT. All of my social medias are exactly the same as here, which is BoldBot_. Oh, also, I need to tell you guys about this random person. Let me pull it up. I have to, minimize this. Oh, the market just opened. Moving down. Again, I would target this 25 here. I'm not in this trade at the moment. So there is, and I put it on my story last night, but there's somebody trying to impersonate me, which I think is kind of funny. So it's the same username, but then they put Lauren at the end. And they're trying to, supposedly my friend followed them, and then he tried to tell, and I'm assuming it's a he, tried to convince him to buy some type of crypto shit. And if you guys know me, I don't do crypto, I don't do options, so please be aware that people might be trying to follow you and slide in your DMs acting like me, and that's not the case. I will never do that. The only way you can talk to me is via email or my Instagram. So if you want to reach out, if you have questions, always email me, boldbotllc@gmail.com, or reach out via Instagram. I will never reach out to somebody on TikTok. No, micros is a smaller one tapping. Micros is $2,000 to $5,000. I know sometimes the word micro throws people off, but micro is the smaller version, mini is the larger version. If you're on YouTube, please consider pushing that thumbs up. There's 16 of you in there and there's only 5 likes. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. And if you're in TikTok, if you push that heart, that would also be awesome, because I'm on here honestly just letting my voice die to answer questions and give you guys some information that you might not already know about futures and how to get started in futures and what the cost is, how to trade them, things like that. So, all right, so this was the target here out of the bottom of the zone of 25. Again, I did not take this trade. The risk to reward wasn't really great for me. Obviously, 25 points is nice. It would be a $500 win per contract, but I'm also on here. All right, so perfect touch here. I'm going to check the questions in a second. Thanks for the info. More questions, but I'll give you space through the stream. Thanks, Tapping. Yeah, I appreciate it. I haven't even sipped my tea yet. Also, Tapping, you can just email me a whole bunch of questions, and I'll just email you. I'll just respond with a response to each question. I find that to be easier if you're, willing to reach out. All right, so we're moving down here. No trades yet. I have the 1 minute here yesterday if you were on the stream. This made about $350 yesterday. Thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. All right, so we hit the pivot and we're bouncing. I do have a good amount of levels here, so I have this level at 12,210. Then I have another one at 12,179. That's a bit further down. But, it's not ideal to be trading in an area, especially, this is a 20-minute chart. Like, these levels are pretty close. Anyway, I went and looked at that person's profile last night, and he has tried to he's like following a whole bunch of you. I noticed some names that were on the stream yesterday, some names that were on the stream last week. So if this person is trying to follow you and they're trying to look just like my account, but they're not, block them, or, at least block them. If you can also report them that they're impersonating me, that would be great. This is not me. I will never have a second account. I have one account, and it's just BoldBot. My name is nowhere in it. So please go and just at least unfollow or block, because he's going to try to sell you some scam crypto, and y'all know I don't do crypto, so. And it's just not me. I would never try to just DM you off of something. If I'm going to sell something, I'm going to talk about it on here, because this is being recorded and being put on YouTube and all that. Catty woman. I think it might be a guy. I don't think it's a girl. Somebody else thought it was a girl. I was like, I don't know. I don't think so. They stole a picture of mine, or like a video of mine. That's 0 on the right. That 0 on the right is 99%. because he has 0 likes or whatever. Well, I reported it to I reported it to TikTok as impersonating me, and then I blocked it. So hopefully he won't. I feel like he was probably just streaming my stream as I'm streaming, kind of thing. Yeah, the video pic is of me. He probably just went to my video and screen recorded his phone and then put that as his profile. That's never me. Like, you know, you can always reach out to me on my Instagram or on my email if you're ever confused. Yep, exactly. Exactly, hard way. So if you can go and block him or report him, that is awesome. I'm trying to move this here. So we're out of the chop zone. If I make this video on helpful tips for Ninja, this is going to be like the #1 because you guys taught me this, that I can move my chart. I had never known I could move my chart. It's been like 2 years where I just get frustrated with the NinjaTrader charts just being stuck in one area. But if you push control and then click on your chart and move it, it will move however you want. Is that what you think, Hardway? That users from South Africa? What? Yeah. But anyway, nothing we need to harp on. I just wanted to let you guys know so none of you were kind of confused and then started talking to that person or whatever. So, all right. So it's 9:39. Nothing has really happened yet. Boo boo. Are you serious? Have you reported them? I really hope that's not true. Yeah, it's not ideal, Donnie. It's not ideal, but I have to use it. There's no other option for my auto trading algorithm, so I have to use it. What do I think about quant? I don't even know what that is. Well, I think it's a lot more than that in most instances, but yeah, don't ever send anyone any money. Just, make sure they have a website, talk to them for a while. Like, I had somebody yesterday, and he was like, I just want to make sure you're legit, and that's totally normal. Like, there's a lot of people out there scamming people, so then, online businesses get a bad rep. So do what you need to do, and that's what I said. I said, do your due diligence, take your time. I'm always going to be here. Order submitted. I just blocked and erased 6 this morning. Oh, good job. Oh, let me turn this down. Oh, no, Andy, wrong area. Andy just made $995. But he posted it in the wrong place, so he's got to move it to results. So this is the daily thread. This is kind of where we chat every day, so I make a new thread every day. But Andy put his result here when results are supposed to go in the results channel. Results. Oh, Andy. That is so silly. So I messaged him. I said, you posted in daily. I think it's supposed to go in results. Oh, you know what? It might be a little later. When you say not, is it automated? Bot? Yes, it is fully automated. Oh yeah, I don't care about furry animals. Yeah, Alton, it depends on which strategy, but it's between 65% and 85% profitable over a longer span of time. I don't know, man. I don't know why you keep asking if Nasdaq is a sell. I'm not in any trades right now. When I first came on, so I typically come on at like 9:20. I had said that under this level, which was 12,268, I would take a short targeting 12,225, but I didn't actually take it myself. So if anybody did, congrats. But no, I'm not in a trade right now. We're literally hitting resistance multiple times. If we break below here, we have a level right here at 09, so it's only like 10 points. Like, that's not worth it for me. If you want to join the group, Wade, you can just reach out via email or go to my website. My website's linked in my bio. I think that's the easiest, but a lot of people, I don't know, for some reason, seem to have a hard time finding my website. I don't really know. It's in my bio. My website's in my bio. Or you can just email me. If you want more information about the auto trading algorithm, it's not something, unless you already have a NinjaTrader account, it's not something you could start running today, because you have to have a NinjaTrader account, you have to fund your NinjaTrader account, and then you have to purchase the Algo subscription from me. So, and then you have to get set up. So I have to send you the files. You have to import them. You have to open your chart. So, all in all, I don't like people to just one second. I don't like people to get the algorithm without having everything set up, and that's why. Is it not on here? Oh, you know what I think I did yesterday when I was looking at this? I turned these off. There you go. So the 1 minute, so if you want the auto trading algorithm, it's best to just email me so you can see the things that are required of you to be able to actually use it. But if you want just manual alerts, you can go to my website and sign up for that. It's $200 a month. Hey, life goes on. All right. Perfect. Yeah, emailing's the easiest. Well, yes, that's a thing. You can do that, but it doesn't auto trade for you. Even though I did hear, like, oh no, it's not a bot. Like, I know someone who has something in stocks, but it's like so, the way that it trades is just so minimal. How much was I up yesterday? $345. I put it in the results, and I put it in my daily right here. This was yesterday. Oops, I'm too far up. 345. Yeah, I post it on my story every day. So if you watch the story on TikTok, I'll always post there too. Alex, you just need to email me to make sure that you have everything in line. If you already have a NinjaTrader account, or if you're using a funded account, like some people will use Lilu or UProfit, then you can get started right away. But if you don't have either of those, then you're going to need to email me and get the steps to get completed. And if you email me now, even during the stream, my admin will respond to you. I'm just... Hey, Lucy. Sounds good, Wade. Waiting. Boys in crypto? I don't know what that means. All right. So I have a second to... No, it doesn't work with Webull. The only thing it works with is NinjaTrader. You can use Webull and trade futures using my manual alerts. Oh, perfect, Alex. Yep, so then you would be able to get started right away. Whereas other people need to get approved for NinjaTrader, and then they need to fund their account, and then they need to get the lease. Do you have a manual training? Yes. I have a digital mentorship, which is 14 one-hour videos. It teaches you everything I know. It also teaches you some of my proprietary levels, like this LIS. You can see here it was perfect. It held here, and then it broke back through last night. But yes, the digital mentorship also gets you 1 free month in the auto trading algorithm. And now look how we are bouncing off this level. Look at this. This is why levels are so important. And this is why this is one of the biggest things I stress in my mentorship or my coaching is price action and levels, because that's how I have become a stronger trader over the years. If they are asking these types of questions, I think they have to take the basic course. Yes. And my digital mentorship is basic. It literally starts from ground zero at what is a certain type of candle, what does a red candle mean versus a green candle? Like, I break it all down. I don't leave anybody that might be brand new out. So I've taught a lot of very new people. Awesome. There was no bot when I took the mentorship. Yep, Enzo in here, the Guerra Media. He's one of my students, and he's killing it on his own. He literally trades every day now on his own. He took my mentorship back in 2020. I'm brand new to this. Yep, that's fine. So one thing I would say if you're super, super new to futures is to go to my YouTube and watch the video that's called What Are Futures Contracts? Just to get an idea about futures and how they work and when the market's open or not open. So BoldBot is my YouTube. If you go to videos and go down, it was from like May 2020 or something, or September 2020, I forget. It's from more than a year ago. Right here. What are futures? So it's a 30-minute video. It really explains kind of what the futures market is, what it's about. Look at this bounce. Guys, where's that person that said the market was just going to tank? This is why you don't listen to random people in the chat that just say, go short with all of your money. It's so stupid. Look at this. The market's going to do what it wants to do. We don't know what the big money is doing. All we can do is plot our levels and trade off of what's in front of us. I said rejection. And look, what did it do? At that point, we were probably here, close to 25. It went to 10. That's it. So yeah, I would say if you're brand new, start with YouTube, my YouTube video about what are futures. I don't know what this one's up for. Watch this 30-minute video, and then after that, if you want to get started, again, my website will explain everything. I have a digital mentorship, which is 14 one-hour videos. That starts from ground zero. 60 to 42. 18 points? 18 points is $360. What? You're getting me confused. That's $360. So what you're telling me is you're taking 10 minis per trade? Even more. Times 12? Oops. 360. Oh, maybe 5. Look, I'm tired. I'm not even tired. I feel like I'm still just not awake. Can you explain how you would trade this chart, for example, after that huge bullish candle? No. Well, yes, I can explain that I would not be taking a long here at all. Cool. ES is very similar. But NQ is my thing. Oh, you're not doing minis? What are you trading? You're trading on the currency side, like NAS 100? It melts. I don't know what that means. So yeah, the person that said, could you tell me what you would do after this big green candle? I wouldn't do anything because we're in a downtrend. So there's no way, there's no reason I'm looking for longs here. We're below the LIS. We're below the central pivot. We're below my chop zone. And what we're just simply doing is bouncing off of support. Yeah, NQ is the best. Got it, Dottie. Got it. Oh, congrats on that move. But yeah, the trade I missed that I mentioned to all of you since like 9:20 a.m. was the break below this 66, 65, targeting 25. So that's 40 points. That would have been an $800 move. I just couldn't, wasn't really on it. It's so true. It's so true. I can't stand ES because of how slow it is. It makes no sense. Why is it so hot in this room? No. I love NQ. ES is boring. NQ is the best. I think you said it wrong in your first message, Shani. No, I don't utilize any EMAs, SNKR, CRSR. Good thing, Shepe. Well, I don't think it's a big deal to tell people that the NASDAQ is amazing. I think there's no amount of people that are going to be able to sway the market the way the market makers can do their job, so. Nope. I don't like to tell people to stay away from anything. Because, like, NASDAQ is really fast, but when I teach people, I teach them on ES and NASDAQ, and they get to choose. But if you've been in my group, you know that I'm obsessed with NASDAQ, and they know the risk. So I don't think keeping people away from NASDAQ is the way to go. If people prefer ES, they can trade ES, but nope, I don't use volume. I don't trade ZB. I know. I think my biggest thing is not using volume is probably it's probably something that I should do, but I don't. Yep, just price action and my levels. My chop zone. So this gray box changes every day. The size changes. The location changes. My LIS, which is my line in the sand. And then my other levels. Those are all I use to trade. This isn't a pair. This is just the NASDAQ on NQ. Yeah, it's definitely not for the week, but if I teach you the way that I trade, then and my biggest thing is you always have to have a stop loss. So it's not like anyone in my group is ever getting in with a naked order. As soon as you get in, you have a bracket. You have a stop loss. You have a target. So yeah, I probably should at some point, someone. Nope, I don't use volume profile either. I honestly don't use anything. I don't use any indicators. Especially when you're bring up levels and price action. Yeah. Thanks. I go live every day from about 9:15 to 10:30. So if you appreciate the stream and the information, please tap the screen, give it a like with the heart or thumbs up, and think about following, because then you'll be notified when I go live. Yeah, remember, Enzo, how I got on you so bad? And I would be like, what is this BS? No joke. I'll teach someone, but then they still add a whole bunch of indicators to their chart. They'll have like 5 different moving averages. It's just like, none of that is necessary. It's not necessary. Oh, give me 1 second. I need to pull this. It is a gloomy day. I think it's supposed to be gloomy all week. What time is it? 9:59. That's another one. And then I have a bunch of rules for myself. So one of my biggest rules is not trading between like 10 and 10:03, 10:05. Yeah, I don't need that too. What do you use to analyze the chart? I use my eyeballs to analyze the chart. No, seriously. Just price action and my levels, and that's it. These proprietary zones, the proprietary LIS. Nope, I don't use Bookmap at all. Hey, Bill. I don't look at stocks. Yeah, different people use a bunch of different stuff. And again, I say this every day I'm on live. That doesn't mean, just because I don't use it doesn't mean it's wrong. You can use whatever indicators work for you and make you feel comfortable and help you to see the trends or the moves. I just don't. Very cool. All right, so again, we're coming down to this level that we've hit now a few times. 12,209. Below that, I don't have anything until 79. So if we wanted to break this 95, we can see that this came to 95. If we broke that, I would look to take a short there. 95 to 80, 15 points. Not ideal. Like, I'd rather have a much bigger move. So the 1 minute only took a few trades today. It's green, $95 on the day. What time is it? 10:02. See why you don't trade between 10 and 10:03? It's wild. What are you doing, keyboard? Sorry. I was messaging people. What am I looking for? I'm not looking for anything. Well, I kind of just said what I'm looking for. The break of 95. But it's 10:02 and I don't trade between the time of 10 and 10:05. Also, when is this meeting? Let's look at the FX report. FX economic calendar. Let's see. Today. There were a bunch of reports that just came out at 10. The interest rate decision is tomorrow at 2 p.m. And then FOMC. So sometimes this happens where the day before FOMC will be a bit boring. And then obviously tomorrow we might get a little movement at the open, and then it's definitely going to be boring until the decision comes out. Oh, speaking of 95 and 30 minutes. It was even better yesterday. Yeah, I backtest all the time. Yeah, I think they're thinking about raising it a point. Yeah, exactly. And so there's no reason to just get in a trade if it's behaving that way. Thanks for the likes. Nope, I don't trade options, Dennis. These are futures. I'll just place this right here for you. Just give that a little skim. I need to email that guy. Why hasn't he emailed me back? Let me pull that up. Like, I legit emailed him on, like, Friday. Where's my personal? All right. Well, I don't know how to do that. So, you figure it out, Enzo. You figure it out. Because I'm literally just doing it from my phone. So, I don't know. Please tap the screen if you like the information or the stream. Sounds good, GL. I need to email this guy. I sent him an email so I don't forget. I would say a year or two for sure. Nothing comes easy. Nothing. This is everything you have to work at. I used to play poker a lot, and that took me a while to figure out. I think always having a strong mentor in your corner is helpful. Someone that can really teach you what you need to know, and then also be there when you have questions, or maybe you have a bad day and you just want to kind of talk about what happened and where things went wrong. So I think that's important. But yeah, I've been trading futures for 7 years. I've probably been really good for like 4 or 5, honestly. I've definitely blown some accounts for sure. So again, yeah, poker and trading really go hand in hand. At the end of the day, it all comes down to discipline, like understanding when you're wrong and being able to get out, and just waiting for the next best setup. Not rushing things, not just playing a trade or a hand just because. So, I agree. No, it did. I literally just said I blew a bunch of accounts. Like, a bunch. Especially when I was real young. When I, like, first started doing stocks and options, oh, God. I think I lost, like, 25,000. Like, I don't even know how quickly. But I lost it. And then with futures, I've lost, 5,000 here, 10,000 there, just doing stupid stuff. Exactly. That's how I learn best, is in live accounts where I'm risking my own money. And you really get to see if you have, like, a issue with being impatient or chasing or, and then you can also work on that and be like, okay, I need to work on being more patient and waiting and not being emotional. If I get emotional, what should I do? I need to leave the house. I need to turn the computer off. I need to, I agree, futures are best. Yep. So you need to just make rules for yourself. And that goes, I have rules just to trade, but I also have rules if I start to get out of line. And what do I need to do? No, it had nothing to do with a stop loss. Look, there was one story, and I've told this many times to my students, that this was when I wasn't even trading on a futures platform. I was using like TD, and I was short the NASDAQ, and I was so close to my target, and I didn't have a stop loss. And this is why ever since then I'm like, oh my God, stop losses are so important. And then Trump tweeted something. Like, I was so close to my target, and I didn't even know he tweeted something. All of a sudden, my trade went from like positive 300 to red $3,000 with one contract. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? And I was so upset. And then obviously I closed out of the position right away, and then I had learned that Trump had tweeted something. And yeah, so that was like 4 years ago. Yeah, he used to really make the market move. Trading plan is important. Always having a stop loss. You don't always have to have a target if you don't want to. But I feel like sometimes trailing, you don't make as much as you would if you just had a target and were like, okay, I'm going to take it here. Because some days can just be slow and choppy, kind of like today. And then other days can be bigger moves. But you're never going to get the top of the move. You're never going to get, the best, like whatever the move is. You're never going to get the whole move. So the sooner you come to the realization that that's not going to happen, the better off you're going to be. Because I know people that are always just staying in a trade trying to, have it keep going, and then it just turns around, and then they end up getting out at break even or for $10. Like, yeah, it was crazy. Elon stuff doesn't really mess with, I don't know, at least I don't notice it as much. I don't think it does. Usually he says stuff when like the markets are closed and I'm not trading. I only trade the NASDAQ typically in the morning, and then my manual trades are until 2 p.m. But Elon usually says stuff after hours on purpose. What's up, OG? I am so nasally. Alright, I'm probably going to wrap it up here soon. Losing some folks, and my throat's kind of running away from me. What should I do today? It's kind of gloomy. Should I go to like the movies? Is there anything good out? Speaking of, I saw that movie Nope. It was horrible. Nope, do not go see it. It was a waste of my day. A waste. Cinemark. I always start with 1 and move up from there. I heard Thor was horrible. I saw the Minion movie. That was cute. Top Gun, no thanks. Paws of Fury, that's for children. The Black Phone. What is this? I saw Jurassic World. What is this, 100%? Is that a Rotten Tomato? That's impossible. What is this Black Phone? I love a good horror movie. Yeah, Nope is a nope for sure. Oh, it is good? Oh, maybe I'll go see it. Where's the preview? I want to, like, watch it. What? This is annoying me. It says the times. 2:30? I could go to the 2:30 showing. Let's see if I can watch a preview on the trailer on.
I'll be home in the morning.
Where are you going?
I'm staying over at Cindy's tonight.
Snow. The flyer.
I'm watching it.
Papers call him the grabber.
I wish you wouldn't call him that.
You don't actually believe that story, do you? Because he can't hear you, and he doesn't really take kids that safe.
What did I get kidnapped?
Oh, you goof. Wasn't that just peachy keen?
Need some help?
You see that?
Yeah.
Would you hand me my hat? Yes, sir. I am a part-time magician.
Bye, Ann. Have a good one.
Are those black balloons in there?
I'm watching the trailer
Would you
right
like
now.
to see a magic trick?
What is this? A mixture
have
of
an
like
announcement
Joker
to
and
make.
It?
One of our students, Finney Blake, was abducted.
What if I could help the police find Benny?
And saw he's in a room with a telephone. That doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Not since I was a kid.
I'll scream. I'll scratch your face.
This face?
Daddy?
Oh, alright. I might have to see that. How have I not seen the preview for that? I love a good horror movie. Alright, I might have to see that. But it's weird because he had like balloons like It, and then the kid is in a room that looks somewhat like the first Saw. And then what was the other one I just compared it to? There was something else I saw and it made me think of one of the other. That's interesting.
I have an announcement to make. One of our students.
Yeah, I don't know. It's always the horror shows, balloons, empty basements, right? Is father's... I don't know what that is. Alright, I might wrap it up. There's really not a lot going on here today. Again, I wonder what this one is. Thanks for the love. You guys have a great day too. I'll be back on tomorrow at 9:15. And we'll do this again. And maybe there will be a little more action tomorrow, but probably not because tomorrow's FOMC and they're going to decide on the rate hike. So it might look a little bit like this tomorrow too. A little slow action. Not much going on. So, all right. If you don't already follow, please follow. You'll be notified when I go live every day. And I'll talk to you guys then. Sure thing. Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate it. Alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow at 9:15 and we'll get going bright and early. Bye. Alright YouTube, getting off here. Bye bye.